Hello and welcome, my friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today and watching this reading. And this reading, of course, we're going to be embracing that amazing Capricorn energy. In this group reading, I'm going to explore how we can use this earthy, stable energy to support us. Of course, on December 21st, we're going to see Capricorn strut into place and take over from Sagittarius. Now, this is truly a turning point, as Capricorn is what's known as a cardinal zodiac sign, which in itself is a turning point. Capricorn, well, it's the turning point into winter. Capricorn takes its place on winter solstice, the longest night of the year. We're going from a fiery, passion-based energy to that of that earthy stability. We need this stability now more than ever. This turning point, not only are we entering into winter, we're entering back into that stable, foundational energy. We need that. It's going to support us throughout the holidays and into 2021. Now, Capricorn in itself has some amazing characteristics that we're going to utilize to our advantage. And that's what I want to look at in this reading. How we can use this Capricorn energy to help us overcome the challenges that we're facing right now, the holiday challenges, and of course, that uncertainty of entering into a new year. The decks I chose for this reading, I went with the Shadowscape Tarot and paired it with the Energy Oracle. I wanted a pretty clear-cut reading that was both beautiful and supportive. Like always, I have links below to both these fantastic decks, so should they speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. Now, the selections, of course, this first selection is for anybody who has Capricorn in their astrological birth chart. It may be your sun sign, your moon sign, it may be somewhere in there. If you connect in with this Capricorn energy, this is your reading. For those of you who may not have a predominant Capricorn presence in your birth chart, I have a couple selections for you. We have Carnelian and Picture Stone. You can choose which of these crystals resonates with you the most. Once you have your selection, I want you to go down into the description box below. There, you're going to find timestamps. Click on the correlating timestamp. It will take you straight to your reading, and I will see you there, my friends. Hello and welcome, my Capricorn friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have the full decks of both the tarot and the oracle cards here, so you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Now, before we get started, I want to wish all my Capricorn friends the happiest of birthdays. As we head into this Capricorn season, well, we need to embrace that celebration of Capricorn. All right, without further ado, let's see what Capricorn has to share with my Capricorn friends. What wisdom, insight, and guidance does Capricorn have for my Capricorn friends? There's a lot of Capricorns in that sentence. The Five of Wands. Of course, we're looking at that conflictual, passion-based energy. As a Capricorn, I'm sure you're aware of some of the pessimism that can come in with that Capricorn energy. When you fear the worst, well, you sometimes attract that to you. When you fear the conflict, when you fear what's happening, you're attracting that same energy to you. that self-fulfilling prophecy. We need to shift gears, get out of that worst case scenario thought pattern, and start to engage and embrace some amazing high vibrational energy. That joy, that happiness. Yes, 2020 has been a bear and a challenge. However, we have this turning point. And it's not just like any other zodiac turning point, any of the other cardinal signs. What we're looking at is an amazing crescendo of turning points. Capricorn rises on winter solstice, which means we've got a turning point on a turning point. The days are going to start to get longer now. We can start to expect and embrace the light a lot more in our day. It's a turning point that many of us need. It's time to turn our energetical energies along with it. Embracing the light, embracing the love, getting out of the worst case scenario in our head. It can be a challenge, I know. However, we need to dump that fear and heartache and move forward with light and love. I know that statement sounds really hokey pokey and really woo-woo-y. And yes, woo-woo-y is a word. I'm making it a word because I'm going to now say woo-woo-y 3 times. It's now a word. So woo-woo-y, said it 4 times. Statement. What we need to do is dump the negativity. And like I said, I know it's easier said than done. However, I'm going to give you a tool, actually a meditation that's going to support you in that. Months ago, I worked with Archangel Metatron. It was a fantastic collaboration. We worked together to create a meditation where you released that pain. We cleared it to support you in shifting and growing. And that's exactly what Capricorn is encouraging you to do. We need to get out of this resistance, out of this fear, out of this aggression, so we can embrace better and higher vibrational aspects, which of course is going to bring in that fulfillment, that joy, and of course, that prosperity and abundance. Prosperity and abundance don't go hand in hand with conflict. Prosperity and abundance goes hand in hand with light and joy. So that's a perspective that we need to start to shift, which, like I said, a nice, easy meditation. It's about 30 minutes where you can take that time just for you, start to clear and dump some of this energy, embracing what is going to work. And we need to embrace us, the Magician. Of course, we're looking at the first card in the Major Arcana. We're looking at our skills, our abilities, and using them to our advantage. We need to trust in ourselves, trust in our abilities, which again, I know, incredibly challenging. We're looking at Capricorn here, guys. We're not looking at some sort of Nancy-pansy zodiac sign. It's Capricorn. Suck it up, princess. We have work to do. We know that. The one thing that Capricorn has control over is that self-control. The one thing that we know about Capricorn, you guys are the responsible, controlled ones. So let's get going with this. Let's start having some self-control, some self-love, and belief in self. These can be incredibly challenging aspects. However, once we start working on them, we're rewarded for our hard work, and the universe starts to reward us with that abundance, that prosperity, that connection, that fulfillment, which encourages us again to trust in self, believe in you, love you. Again, we're back to the woo-woo-y. So what are we up to, 5? Really, make sure I'm counting this okay, and then we can add it into some dictionary somewhere. The wooey is back. But let's get out of that. Let's get into a tangible tool. I did a meditation months ago with Archangel Raguel. And in this meditation, Archangel Raguel and I, we worked on balancing out our thoughts and our beliefs about self. And that balance helps to release and get rid of some of that negativity, some of that disbelief. Connecting in with you, connecting in to what you can do, believing in what it is you can achieve. And that is something that will support you rather than this conflict. That belief in self, trusting in self, and starting to get that work done. We need to work on self now more than ever. Over a year ago, it was around Halloween of 2019, I completed some mapping readings where we looked at, of course, entering into 2020, what that new decade was going to look like. That was when I first started hearing foundational year, foundational decade. Well, we need to continue to work on that foundation, and that foundation is self. I'm still hearing that. We still need to work on that. Working on and strengthening our foundation allows us to be open for the amazing opportunities and possibilities to come. And there are some amazing opportunities and possibilities. When we hit into the decade of 2030, we're really going to feel that energetic shift, and there's going to be so many more opportunities that we can embrace. We are not ready for them. We need to start working on self so we can strengthen us, strengthen our foundation so we are ready for them. And then finally, the Ten of Cups. Tens are about endings and beginnings. That cup, intuition, and emotion. The Ten of Cups is one of the family cards. That connection to family, both here on the physical plane and astral plane. We need to be connecting in and gaining support from those positive family members. Whether these individuals be connected with you through birth, some legal documentation, or that close relationship. That connection is important. They need to positively support you, encourage you, and of course, welcome your support. That balance is essential. Those are the individuals we really want to reach out to, strengthen our relationship with, and share in some energy support. And of course, supporting each other, energetically and emotionally. Right now, many of us can't physically go support each other. However, we can still support each other emotionally and spiritually. That encouragement, that support in development. That's going to be essential as we head into 2021. This isolation, this disconnect, we need to start to address it in creative ways, using not only our creativity, but our technology to our advantage. Let's go on to some blessings. What blessings does Capricorn have for my Capricorn friends? Second chakra, Archangel Ariel. I love Archangel Ariel. She's fantastic. And if you are an animal person, you have pets, or if you are really connected into nature, she is a fantastic archangel to connect in with. She supports us in connecting in and working with those amazing creatures we share the world with. I absolutely adore her for that. However, she's not one I usually connect in with my sacral chakra, which is your second chakra. That second chakra is connected into your creativity, to your sensuality. And we need that connection. We need that passion-based connection with what it is we're doing. Like I said, that disconnect we're feeling, not only are we feeling it with individuals in our lives, but we're feeling that disconnect with our lives. We need to reconnect in. We need to feel that passion flow. That meaning, that fulfillment comes with that passion. That's going to be another aspect that we need to strengthen, especially as we head into 2021. We all want to shift from what we're currently dealing with. Well, we need to take some ownership. We need to take some action. And the best way of doing that, of course, is through that fulfillment, that joy, that connection we have with what we're doing. That helps to bring in an energetic shift, helps to open up the doors to gain guidance and understanding on how we can take our amazing skills and abilities and move ourselves forward even more. So Archangel Ariel will be useful for some of my Capricorn friends who are very connected in with animals and the nature. Your sacral and second chakra, that's going to be a global Capricorn piece. We need that connection. We need that fulfillment in what we're doing. Helps to raise that vibration, helps us to embrace even more opportunities. We can bring in even more prosperity and abundance to us and to our lives. And then, finally, we have happy family. Like I said here with the Ten of Cups, we need to strengthen the relationships we have with our positive family members. We all have family members that aren't so positive or supportive of us. We need to mind that relationship, be careful with it, and protect ourselves from some of that negativity and toxicity that relationship can bring, while embracing the positive relationships we have with other family members, nurturing them and strengthening them. Your Capricorn, my friends, and Capricorns don't have time for this willy-nilly relationship that isn't serving you. Work with the positive, stay in the positive, so you can build off what's going right. It's an easier aspect to build off of, which gains a lot more fulfillment and abundance, which we can gain a lot more from. Building off of what's going right helps us not only to remain in the high vibration, but it helps to raise our vibration, opening up even more opportunities. And what's more, because we're connecting into these positive supports, we're engaging in a balanced relationship where they give, you give. You're going to feel stronger and more able to take on and embrace these opportunities full-heartedly. You're going to be present because you have that engagement, we have that connection, plus we're going to feel stronger because we don't feel so alone. These are win-win situations. The most important piece here, guys, is the active participation. It's up to us to reach out, to gain the supports we need, work on the areas that we're struggling with a bit, so we can embrace these opportunities and these possibilities. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and watching this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It truly does help people find me on the sea of YouTube, which of course, it helps to raise the vibration as a collective. Additionally, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There's a lot more coming your way, my friends, and you don't want to miss any of it. The best way to ensure that you don't miss out on any of this amazing insight and healing is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I do have a Patreon page. I've got lots of tiers and some amazing perks, which of course includes free readings and healings just for you. I also have a Patreon exclusive library of videos just for my supporters. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Capricorn friends. Hello and welcome, my Carnelian friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have the full tarot and oracle decks here, so you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what Capricorn wants to share with my Carnelian friends. What insight, wisdom, and guidance does Capricorn have for my Carnelian friends? The Page of Wands. Pages, of course, are that childlike, innocent energy that's full of play and wonder. That inquisitive, explorative nature of the page is going to be essential as we round off 2020 and head into 2021. Capricorn is, of course, a turning point. It's a cardinal zodiac sign, and all cardinal zodiac signs are turning points. However, this is a turning point on a turning point, because Capricorn rises on winter solstice, which is a turning point. It's the longest night of the year. From that point on, the days start to get longer. So we have a turning point on a turning point. This explorative, playful nature is going to help you connect in to not only your life, but yourself in a more meaningful way. We're going to have that passion that's going to burn bright within us, giving us that foundation and a deeper rooted understanding of self. The more connected we are into that inner flame, what drives us, the more we're going to be able to make high vibrational choices for ourselves that will feed and encourage this passion. And this passion, of course, is going to lead us down the path of our soul's deeper purpose. So, being open and exploring your situation, looking at it in a different perspective, allowing that inner toddler out to ask the hard questions. We need that toddler inquisition to fully understand and explore our situation, which is going to allow our creativity to be inspired on how to create a solution that is meaningful for us, embracing that earthy, pivotal point energy of Capricorn to give us the stability and the foundation we need to ask those hard questions. Reflect in to your situation, to what it is you're trying and how it's working or how it's not working, what it is you'd like to see happen, and what's more, what tools, abilities, and skills could you use to make it happen? Our life is not just going to happen for us. We need to put that hard work in. We need to set that intention and actively participate in our life. That's when things are going to happen. Not only are we going to make things happen, but the universe will reward us. The universe loves to reward our hard work with further opportunities and possibilities that are drenched in prosperity and abundances. So, we have some work to do, and Capricorn is going to help us with it. The Three of Swords. Tarot's kind of funny because most cards have pages and pages and pages of meaning and explanation. That's why I always encourage my students who are learning tarot to throw away the books. There's so many meanings and we keep adding more. Except for the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords means heartache. We're looking at those past experiences, those situations and events that are hurting us, that are causing us pain. Part of what we're exploring is steeped in that pain, steeped in fear, because you don't want to create more pain in your life. We do like to avoid pain. It's part of our nature. However, when we fear possibly getting hurt, should something happen, we don't know really, but I want to avoid it anyway, we're missing out. We're disconnecting ourselves. And that's part of what we're facing in 2020 right now. That disconnect, that fear of pain. We need that playful, inquisical energy to override that fear, which I know is a lot to ask. So I'm going to give you another tool, because I'm not entirely sure a lot of us are going to give that inner child the responsibility to take on the Three of Swords. I get that. So let's strengthen things a bit. Many months ago, it was actually near the beginning of this whole pandemic situation, I completed a meditation with Archangel Michael. And what we looked at, of course, was that strength. We need that strength, that conviction to override that fear, to strengthen us so we're able to reconnect in and make decisions that are in high vibration rather than steeped in fear, steeped in pain. We need to shift out of things because this stagnation we're dealing with, it's not serving us. We have to shift out of it for our greater good. Oh, and shift out of it, we're going to. Capricorn is going to come down on you guys a little hard, my Carnelian friends. I'm sorry to say that, but it's true. We need that movement. Capricorn is a pivotal turning point, and we're going to have that turning point, whether we want it or not. Now, we can lessen this tower strike should we engage in that reflection, that exploration, that reconnection, and most importantly, that release of that fear. We can't be focused in and driven by fear because it causes more stagnation. It causes this tower to really hurt. We need to work with the tower, work with the universe so that we can make some changes. We can make some choices on our own part to connect in, to find that fulfillment, to override that fear and connect in with our life. Connect in with what's meaningful for us. In that meaning, we're going to gain even more fulfillment and abundance. The universe will reward us rather than kicking us in the butt for our hard work. That abundance and prosperity comes with that connection and that movement. So let's look at some blessings, because anytime you've got the Tower and the Three of Swords, we're needing some blessings. What blessings does Capricorn have for my Carnelian friends? The thinking woman. That divine feminine, critical thinking energy. The energy of this card really reflects that of the Queen of Swords. Yes, we're nurturing to a point. However, those emotions, they're meaningless. We need to use our head and critically think about the situation. Like I said here, that reflection, that understanding of your situation, it's going to help you create solutions. And that is exactly what the thinking woman is encouraging you to do. We have to get out of that heart center, that fear and heartache, and engage in that critical thinking, that knowledge base. We need solutions. We need movement. The universe is being pretty darn clear. Capricorn's coming in, and it's going to come in with a crash and a bang. That critical thinking, that assessment is going to support you in creating solutions that are going to work for you, rather than you trying to squish and mold something that really isn't working. That's what we've been doing. We need to shift out of it. We need a clear solution that connects in with who you are and what's happening in your life. Man holding a coin. He comes in on a couple perspectives. One, of course, reaffirming when we start to shift gears and engage in our life, have that active participation, we're going to see that abundance. Like I said, the universe likes to reward us for our hard work. And should we not work, that's when this gets more painful. However, when we engage in it, that's when we get the abundances and the prosperity that we're looking for, that reward. Additionally, we have that divine masculine with the divine feminine. That balance is essential. We don't want to hyper-focus in on any of these aspects too much. And with that Capricorn energy added into things, they have a tendency to be that doomsday energy, where they're expecting the worst. We need to balance that out. We're already functioning from that heartache and pain. We don't want to amplify that fear by focusing in on the worst case scenario or playing victim to whatever the tower strikes. We need to balance things out using our head, not our heart, as our guide, so we can critically think about what's happening. We can break some patterns and make some changes for ourselves. That balance is essential. And when we're feeling unbalanced or uncertain, we need to take measures to engage in creating balance and stability within ourselves and our environment. A number of months ago, I completed a grounding meditation in my Just You and Me series. It's not very long, I think it's 20 to 30 minutes, where we're looking at a grounding exercise that brings in that stability, that centeredness within ourselves. We need that to take on some of these energies, some of this heartache, this fear, so that we're able to make some changes for our greater good. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and watching this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It truly does help people find me on the sea of YouTube, which of course, it helps to raise the vibration as a collective. Additionally, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There's a lot more coming your way, my friends, and you don't want to miss any of it. The best way to ensure that you don't miss out on any of this amazing insight and healing is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I do have a Patreon page. I've got lots of tiers and some amazing perks, which of course includes free readings and healings just for you. I also have a Patreon exclusive library of videos just for my supporters. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Carnelian friends. Hello and welcome, my Picture Stone friends. This reading is especially for you. Now, like always, I have the full decks of both the tarot and the oracle cards here, so you get the most comprehensive and meaningful reading for you. Without further ado, let's see what Capricorn has to share with my picture stone friends. What insight, wisdom, and guidance does Capricorn have for my picture stone friends? The Knight of Wands. Knights, of course, are that adolescent no-fear energy. And we need this no-fear energy now more than ever. So many of us are feeling such a disconnect from our lives, from what it is we're trying to achieve. This disconnect runs to our support team, to, of course, that connection in with ourselves. 2020 has put us through quite the ringer. We need this courage. We need this determination to help realign us. Capricorn itself is a turning point, a pivotal point that helps us, well, make some changes and shifts. What's more is Capricorn is rising on December 21st, which of course is winter solstice, which in itself is another turning point. So we have a turning point on a turning point. So we can go right round, 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 round. And we kind of need that right round. We need to almost do a 180 to reconnect in, to find that meaning and that fulfillment that we're missing, that connection. Now, this isn't just any night, guys. This is the Knight of Wands. We're adding that meaning and connection through passion, through creativity. Having the courage and the determination, not only of the Knight, but of our solar plexus chakra, to connect into our creativity, to that passion, which of course is going to reinforce our courage and our determination. So we can get into a very positive cycle. And this cycle, of course, we're looking at adding in a lot of prosperity and abundance. We're working towards something meaningful. We're working on something that connects in with us on a deeper level. The universe will reward us. The universe likes to reward us for our hard work through, of course, prosperity, those abundances. Now, the shifts and change, I did say we're going to go right round, round, round. But this is a big but, guys. We're not looking at leaps and bounds. We're not talking about leaps of faith or change that causes instability, that causes uncertainty. This is small, stable steps. We feel secure in this. And we're going to find that those small, stable steps happen a little quicker as we start to reconnect. This disconnect has caused a lot of stagnation, a lot of frustration and pain. We need to reconnect on so many different levels that as we start to do this, as we start to make connections, strengthening relationships, rekindling connections and passions within ourselves, we're going to feel stronger. We're going to feel more able to do this, which is going to encourage further growth, further development, and progression. Like I said, we'll be rewarded for our hard work. And it doesn't always have to be like hard labored work. We set those intentions, we give ourselves that time and energy. That's the work we're looking at. Taking care of self, rejuvenating self, working on, well, that reconnection. One way we can do that is through a meditation I did with Archangel Uriel months and months ago. And it's exactly what we worked on. Archangel Uriel and I did a meditation on rekindling our passion, connecting into that courage to move forward on those passions. We need the courage, we need that passion. We need the Knight of Wands and Archangel Uriel to support us. We can call on these energies. Remember, Capricorn is an earth-based energy, so we have that grounding, stable energy to start to build off of, rekindling our passions, rekindling and strengthening relationships with those who are important to us. It's up to us to do this, as no one else can. This is our life, our connections. And more connections. The Ten of Pentacles. Tens, of course, are an ending and a beginning card. We have the 1, which is beginning, and then we have the 0, which is a never-ending card. We need our family, our friends, those close relationships to help strengthen us, to help encourage us forward, help to rejuvenate us when we feel, well, disconnected. We don't feel that courage. We feel kind of defeated because we've been working hard and we're not sure we're seeing the results. Your friends and family, they will see the results. We need this dedication, this determination, and of course, this relationship to fully succeed. We're not going to get anywhere alone. We were never meant to be alone in this lifetime, and I know it doesn't always feel this way, but we're not alone. Our guardian angel hardly leaves our side. Then we add in the numerous guides that we have coming in and out of our lives. We have the high vibrational support team that we have. There's so many beings that are with us as a constant. We don't discern or differentiate our energies from theirs. It can be very challenging to feel when they're around. Part of that reconnection, part of that understanding is working with us, our higher self, and of course, our support team on that astral level. We need support in all levels, in all ways, so we get a well-rounded foundation to grow and build off of. Without the support of our physical team, without the support of our spiritual or astral team, we're struggling. We get turned around and disoriented too easily. Time to reach out and ask for the help that we need. Even if you don't know what it is you actually need, putting it out there that you're not too sure what you need, but you could really use some help right now. That in itself starts to break down those walls. Our physical support team, they're also under a lot of stress, so they may not be too in tuned on what you need. Your astral and spiritual support teams, well, they are bound by the law of free will. Until you ask, they can't do. So, do ask. And I will say that there are times that as much as they want to help you, they can't, because it's what you're here to learn and to experience. We do come upon situations where we have to, well, figure it out ourselves. We sometimes do feel like we're alone during that time. If they're not able to support you with the matter at hand, ask them to support you in other ways so you can take on the matter at hand. They are able to do that. It's kind of the get around the support clause, if you will. We've contracted with them. They've contracted with us. We need to work within those parameters so that we can experience what it is we signed up for. The Four of Swords. We do have a lot of work to do. And on the good side, we shouldn't try and do it all in one day. Actually, thinking about it, you can't do it all in one day. There's no way. There's too much reconnection, healing, releasing, reconnecting in, going in deeper, reconnecting in on different levels with different beings and different people. It's going to take a while. Take it one step at a time. Slow and steady. We need to remember to rejuvenate us. Sometimes we get going and we charge in head first because we feel like we're getting that fulfillment, that meaning. We need to slow down. We need to be open to the experience, open to the knowledge and information that's being shared. Like I said, our support teams on all levels are needed right now. Those high vibrational beings, they're going to send you messages that they hide in plain sight. They're going to send you messages with symbols and repetition. If we're charging too fast ahead, you're going to miss them. You're going to miss out on opportunities and possibilities that make this whole situation a lot easier. We need to take it slow and steady. Like I said, we can't do this in one day or one night. We need to take some action, connect in, heal, release, connect in, release, heal. Not in that order. It can go all over the place, but we need all three of them to support each other, to strengthen you. Capricorn is going to support you even more with adding in that element of stability. We see it in the Four of Swords. We see it in that Capricorn earthy energy. The knowledge, the support, it's going to be vital in your reconnection with self and your life. So let's go into some blessings. What blessing does Capricorn have for my picture stone friends? Angel of Love. We need to stay in that high vibration, sharing our loving energy with our family and friends. And this is an important aspect, being open to receiving that love and support from our family and friends. Many times it's easier for us to give rather than receive. However, it should be a give and take relationship where you're giving energy, love and nurturing and time, and it's being reciprocated back. They're sharing their love, their time, their energy to support you. Everyone should be growing and developing together rather than one person or a couple individuals hogging everything. That balance is essential. The Angel of Love also encourages you to love you. I know, crazy, right? Loving yourself, oh my God. I said that rest and rejuvenation, that healing, that's loving you. Taking time to meditate, ensuring you get enough sleep, ensuring that you're eating properly. I know at the holidays it's a crapshoot, but reestablishing that when you can. Taking care of you. Enjoying, I know, oh my God, enjoying your holidays. Getting out of that taskmaster, work, go, go, go energy to enjoying and having fun during the holidays. Take time to play. This is important. Take time to laugh. The stress relief you have during laughter is off the charts. Have a laugh. Call a friend. Literally, use a lifeline. Call a friend and have a laugh. That love for self, for all that you've overcome, it's going to go a long way in helping you cap off 2020 and truly embrace what 2021 is going to offer you. Archangel Gabriel, 5th chakra. Of course, Archangel Gabriel is the messenger archangel. And those messages, that guidance, like I said, we're going to need it. It's important that we take that time, connect in, take that time, and I know this is crazy, use our words and ask for the help. Archangel Gabriel, any other high vibrational being, like I said, can't step in unless you ask. Setting that intention, setting that time for you and using your words. That will go a long way in supporting you in receiving those messages, receiving that insight and guidance that's going to help you out the most. Archangel Gabriel is here to support you in understanding how to better reconnect in with self, re-engage in your life, finding fulfillment and joy. Now, I always see Archangel Gabriel as a woman, not a man. So she, for me, could be a he for you. It doesn't matter. They don't identify with gender. She is here to help you, to support you and guide you. Like I said, we have to use our words and be open to what it is they have to share. And acknowledge that some of what she's going to share with us is against what we're currently doing, against some values and beliefs that we may have. And it's not going to be an immoral activity or suggestion. What it's going against is beliefs and core values that aren't serving you, that are at the heart of this disconnection. We need to start to work on those limiting and negative or low vibrational beliefs, thoughts, core values, those pieces that are holding us to this stagnation. Without reflection, we can start to be oblivious to how our beliefs, how our family's thoughts and traditions are really stemming from ideologies that don't mesh with where it is you're going. We need that alignment within ourselves so we can truly connect into our passions. I know it always sounds bad when I say that it's going to go against some of the grain of norms and beliefs. However, when those norms and beliefs are rooted in aspects that are low vibrational and not serving you, it's okay to be against the grain a bit. Sometimes we have to think outside the box. Sometimes we have to stretch those boundaries, explore ourselves, explore our beliefs, our thoughts, so that we are working from that high vibration, where we're supporting and loving and nurturing us, rather than getting bogged down in beliefs, theory, and complexities that are based on stuff that worked generations ago. However, isn't so applicable right now. So, like I said, we have to be open to this guidance, open to this wisdom, no matter how initially you may resist it. That resistance to Archangel Gabriel's support, you're looking at that misalignment of yourself, your soul's deeper purpose, with some values and beliefs that are stemming from something that doesn't fit. There's an incongruency that we need to adjust. Now, like I said before, we're not looking at charging in full speed ahead. We want to take that time. We want to take it slow and steady. So if you do have that gut response of resistance against the message, well, take time, reflect into it, ask, and you have this ability, guys, ask for clarification. Ask Archangel Gabriel to clarify and confirm the information that you know to be true. And then again, be open to those messages. We don't have to make big shifts. Big shifts cause instability. Instability causes fear, which inevitably causes regression back to pieces and aspects that don't serve us, and then causes more resistance to change because we're feeding that fear. Take it slow, take it steady. Trust in you. Start with that passion. Start with reconnecting in to what brings you joy, what brings you happiness. And then reach out. Go with the high vibration. We don't want to get stuck in the fear and heartache. We want that love. We want that light. We want that reconnection because we need that meaning We need that fulfillment. Those are the aspects that are going to take us far into 2021. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and watching this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It truly does help people find me on the sea of YouTube, which of course, it helps to raise the vibration as a collective. Additionally, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There's a lot more coming your way, my friends, and you don't want to miss any of it. The best way to ensure that you don't miss out on any of this amazing insight and healing is to subscribe to my channel and hit that little red bell so you don't miss a video. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I do have a Patreon page. I've got lots of tiers and some amazing perks, which of course includes free readings and healings just for you. I also have a Patreon exclusive library of videos just for my supporters. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my picture stone friends.